I just love working on my branch line with you girls. Don't you think it would be the best thing to travel around the island more often? After all, it is so peaceful here. You girls may have a point. Thanks, Bertie. Sorry, Bertie. I don't have time for a race. I have plenty more jobs to do after I've finished collecting all of my passengers on my branch line. But don't worry, we'll race after. Bye, Bertie. Cinders and ashes! Driver brakes! Phew, that was so close. I think so, Annie and Clarabelle. There is a yellow sponge and a pink starfish. Okay, how on earth did this happen? Don't worry, yellow sponge. I'll see what I can do. In fact, my driver and fireman can handle it. After all, it will take 3 minutes to get your friend off the tracks. Well, as you might have know, you're in the island of Sodor, aka home of the Northwestern Railway, where trains could talk. Well, it's very nice to meet you, SpongeBob and Patrick. I'm Thomas, and these are my faithful coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. Sure, SpongeBob. All right, sorry, Annie. Hey, SpongeBob, since I rescued your best friend, why would I give you two a ride to Knepford? I'm very sorry, sir. It won't happen again, sir. I promise. I will be on time. Oh, that's Sir Topham Hatt. He's the controller of this railway. He always tells all the engines to do their jobs on time. Exactly. He always does. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Well, since I first came to the island, I was painted dark green. After I finished my first job, I went to the engine works, so workers tried to paint me blue and put the number 1 on both sides, so I was the number 1 tank engine on this railway. Once, I was chasing James from the runaway with his freight cars when he crashed into a field. So, I decided to rescue him with a breakdown train. Even so, Sir Topham Hatt says I'm a really useful engine and the credit to his railway. And that's how I became the number 1 engine and became really useful. So, what do you guys think? Oh, and by the way, SpongeBob, I need to ask you something. How did you and Patrick get to Sodor? James, stop being a show-off for once. Let me handle this, Patrick. James, I would like you to meet SpongeBob and Patrick. They came from Bikini Bottom. For your information, James, they are a sponge and starfish who did live underwater. You'll have to excuse James, you two. He's always showing off like that. Oh, that reminds me, I better be off to my next job. I have to help Percy with his mail train. He's my bestest friend ever. Well, nice meeting you two. No problem, Percy. After all, you are always been my bestest friend. Oh, and by the way, I need to tell you something. While I was working on my branch line, I met those two sea creatures from underwater. Their names are SpongeBob and Patrick. They came from a place called Bikini Bottom. They sure are, Percy. If you want to see them in person, they are here on Sodor. Come on, I'll take you to them. They have to be around here somewhere. SpongeBob, Patrick, there you two are. SpongeBob, I would like you and Patrick to meet my best friend, Percy. He delivers the mail a lot. Of course, SpongeBob. I would love to. Oh, and I see you already met Bertie. That's right. Once I've raced with him, I whooshed through the tunnel and stopped an inch from the buffers. Oh no! James is in trouble. I better go after him. Are you sure? All right then, let's go. Use your brakes! Use your brakes! Don't worry, James. When we get to the signal box, I'll yell the signal. Don't worry, James. When we get to the signal box, I'll yell the signal man and tell him to switch the points so I could go in front of you and stop you in time. Points, please! All right, SpongeBob. I need you to do me a favor. Just apply the brakes. Just apply the brakes as hard as you can. It doesn't matter. Just do it. That's it, SpongeBob. Keep doing it. It's working, you two. We're slowing down. Edward, look out! Phew. That was way too close. Are you two alright in there? Good to hear. By the way, are you alright, James? No problem. I'll tell you and other STEAM team about them later tonight. Thank you, sir. It's all thanks to my new friends who helped me stop James. Sir, you're supposed to call him Sir. Hey, SpongeBob, I think I know where to get some signal on your phone. You'll see. Hop into my cab and I'll show you. This is SpongeBob and Patrick Cranky. They tried to get back home, but SpongeBob's phone lost his signal. Is it okay if they could hold on to your hook? So SpongeBob's phone could get a signal from up there. So are you two going home right now? That's great. Make sure to tell all your friends about your adventure with me. Do you think maybe you could visit me and my friends again? See you soon, guys!